Hey guys, I came across some really interesting information today about the backwards compatibility for Black Ops 2 for Xbox One. And big shout out to Jalil. He had messaged me this on Twitter showing me this screen cap of a chat that somebody had with an Xbox or like Microsoft agent. It's really blurry and I mean it looks legit, but a lot of these things can definitely be Photoshopped, so you have to be careful. But basically it is this person in the chat with the Microsoft agent asking about the backwards compatibility for Black Ops 2. They said, I have a question about Black Ops 2 backwards compatibility. I know it's coming out early this year, like February or March, but is there a specific time and why is there a delay? Are they still finishing it up? They said there is no specific release date. However, it does look like it will be released with the next wave of backwards compatibility games, which will be in February. The game may already be ready. The way we release games for the backwards compatibility library is in waves with additional 5 to 6 other games. So we are just getting them ready for the same release date. It will be with the next back compatibility release though. I saw this and I was like, I don't know if I believe this or not. Again, this could be photoshopped and fake. So I was like, I'm going to go to Microsoft's website and support, and I'm going to go harass some agents and see if I can get some answers from them, see if I can get the same response. And I'm going to ask the exact same question. So I went to Microsoft.com and I went into the section that would put me as close to, agents that I could talk to that might know something about the backwards compatibility. So I just typed that in and then went down to the frequently asked questions. And that pulled up an area that allowed me to, contact them and talk to an agent. I was able to connect to an agent very quickly, and I talked to a guy named Brandon, and I asked the exact same question. I acted like I knew that it was coming next month and wanted to know why there was a delay and if there was an exact release day. His response was, regarding to that concern, even us doesn't know when will it be part of the backwards compatibility games. However, no worries. All the latest updates and incoming events or release will be announced regularly on Xbox.com. I tried to ask him again and try to get more information out of him, but he just kept saying, go to this website and watch for the updates. I mean, he wouldn't give me any information. And this is really what I expected, to just go in circles with one of these customer service reps and them not really give any information and them, keep trying to redirect me to websites that eventually would update and give us some kind of info. But I thought, well, let me try again. Let me contact another agent and see if they'll give me some information. Like maybe one of these customer service reps will. So I tried another agent in this same section of their website. I talked to Jamila L. I asked the exact same question. She said, thanks for the question. She understands the urgency of, us wanting to play. And I said, okay, thank you. Then she responds saying, we currently do not have an official date on the release of the Xbox 360 games on the backwards compatibility program, but you are correct that our system engineers are working with the game developers for the game content to be fully accessible or compatible with the Xbox One console so that our dear customers won't have to purchase the Xbox One version of the game, which she obviously did not understand my question. I said they are working with the game developers for Black Ops 2. Is that what you mean? Then she gave me a confusing answer. Yes, Jen, not particularly this game alone, but all Xbox 360 games that are currently not yet part or officially released. Then she asked, are you referring about the game content of COD Black Ops 2? And I said, yes, I'm referring about the game content of COD Black Ops 2. And of course I got the answer I was expecting. She said, thank you. Rest assured that Microsoft is on the continuously adding Xbox 360 games on the backwards compatibility program. Microsoft works with each game developer to configure the game DLC on the Xbox One system, which may take some time. This has been a suggestion from one of the users, and look how the list has grown. And then she drops a link on me to send me over to all the games they've made backwards compatibility, still not answering my question. They must train these guys to talk like politicians, where they just talk in circles. If they don't want to answer a question, they'll skirt around it and then just give you links and just try to get you the hell out of the chat. So I still couldn't get a straight answer. So I was like, I'm not going to give up. I'm going to go to another section of customer service support I'm going to go to the main page where it's more general and not, specific to backwards compatibility. And it actually worked. I got into a chat with a lady named Jacqueline, and I blasted her the same message, asking about when it's going to be released and acting like I knew it was coming out next month. She responded saying, I understand that you want to know when will be the game be included in the backward compatibility game. I am here to help. I will check on that with my resources. I said, thanks. She said, you are most welcome. Please bear with me. It took her a while, and then she finally responded. She said, hi there. Thanks for patiently waiting. As I checked the resources here, there's no specific time when the game will be backwards compatible, but no worries. You can check update time to time through news.xbox.com for information. At this point, I was like, oh crap, she's not going to tell me anything. But I kept reading. She said, Microsoft is working on it really hard since many of our customers are wanting this game to be backwards compatible. At this point, I started to believe her because, that's actually what's really happening. She went and checked and found out that, it's a huge demand, and she's actually telling me the truth. She went on to say that I'm a valued customer and that she's going to put a report in to let them know that I've requested it to be backwards compatible too, and that the more requests they get, the faster they're going to make this happen. And this is where I finally get my answer. I said, okay, so the backwards compatibility team is working hard to make COD Black Ops 2 backwards compatible because many of the customers are wanting this game to become backwards compatible. And she responded and said, yes, that is correct. And she goes on to assure me even more that it's being developed at this time. I said, that's great news. Do you think we'll see it next month, or is that too soon? I was also trying to ask questions that might get her to tell me when it would come out. And I was like, I want to get an Xbox One when it comes out and it's available. So when should I get this Xbox One? She did answer and say, we don't really have an idea when it will be since only our backward compatibility knows all the information regarding to this matter. And working on it has a lot of work since our team also is working other games, but no worries, she says, rest assured that it will be a backward compatible game soon. Our team is working on it already hand in hand. I was totally shocked that she was assuring me so much and just giving me a straight answer. And that's pretty straightforward that it's coming and soon. And she says I better go out and get my Xbox One because it's coming. So this is pretty awesome that she actually answered me. I trusted what this lady was telling me, but I wanted to make sure, and I just talked to another agent to see if they would tell me also in the same area of customer service. This guy wouldn't tell me anything. He was talking in circles. He wouldn't answer my question. He would just avoid it. And he would send me to all these links to go find out about updates. Then I told him, I said, you know what? One of your coworkers just assured me that it is being made and they're working on it right now. And I screenshotted the conversation to him and he did a 180 and finally confessed. And he said, I understand that. And as I've said, Microsoft is on the process on adding Xbox 360 games on the backwards compatibility program. The game Call of Duty Black Ops 2 is also on the list of Xbox 360 games. However, as I've said, also that there is no specific date on the said game on when it will be released on the market. So there it is in blue and white that it is definitely on the list. They're working on it right now. And that other tweet that I had seen with another chat conversation with one of the agents saying that it's going to be next month and it's going to be released with 5 or 6 other games might actually be real. I've seen people say, no, it's not going to happen. They're not going to bring Black Ops 2 to Xbox One. Well, it is, pretty straightforward that they are. So there's no denying that. Just, a matter of when. And it's really interesting because I don't even think this Nelson guy that's in charge of all this would even say this stuff. It's really interesting that we're able to get some of these customer service reps to actually admit it. But I hope you guys enjoyed this, and we'll see you next video.